I'm Doug Berky, and I've been doing movement and masked theater for over 30 years. And I am offering an opportunity for residencies to schools and colleges and community groups to do a production that I've been working on for over 10 years. It's entitled Kairos. I wanted to bring my skills to bear on a story that I grew up with and one that is familiar to many people, but one that we've heard so many times that I think sometimes that we have lost its meaning, and that is the gospel story. Part of the influence for this performance were the writings of a Greek scholar named Clarence Jordan. And in the 1950s, he translated the New Testament from Greek into Southern. Not only did he translate the language, but he also transposed the geography. So in a way, I borrowed a little bit of that influence to help create this piece, in which some of the characters reflect more of our society and culture than they do the original Middle Eastern cultures that the story happened in. But in doing this, to help us understand what really is the meaning of the story. The presentation itself is impressionistic. It also uses masks and a lot of the movement and mime training that I learned early in my career, and storytelling. In developing the production of Kairos, I've developed from many different theater styles. From morality plays in which characters such as death is a character in the production. Masks are very important in this production. One of the reasons I've chosen to work with masks in physical theater was to separate the story that is so well known into another kind of reality so that people might hear it anew. And also because I do think the masks and the physicalization of the story lends itself to helping us to see new truths or things that we have avoided listening to or looking at. I borrowed some techniques from the Northwest Pacific Indians, a transformation mask in which during a scene the mask opens up and reveals what's really happening inside the other person. There are a couple scenes that are sort of comic and fun that I draw from the Commedia dell'arte. And of course, my experience with mime, with the Montenegro Mime Theater, are visual pictures using actors' bodies to create the seas and the winds and the storms that happen in some of the stories. So it's a very visual production, and I really try to allow the students to participate in creating the images through improvisation and research, and it is a fun production to do with a group of students, and each production becomes very different because the actors have a hand in helping to develop how it's going to be portrayed. And so I'm offering a residency now, bringing this production, Kairos, to a college, university, community theater, working with a small group of actors, anywhere between 6 and 12 actors, and for 3 to 6 weeks we workshop the piece, we improvise, I teach masked theater techniques, movement, and at the end of that residency, the students present the production Kairos.